the campaign to leave the European Union, used one of your quotes in their posters. It said, the goal should be that migrants return and help rebuild their countries. You have to be practical. It's impossible for everyone to come. And that was used in a poster by the Leave campaign. What did you make of that?
When you see number of people from Africa go to Europe, at that time you say, I express Europe for Europeans. The European country should take these refugees and give them education and training, and then aiming is return to their own land with certain skill. And then European countries also have the moral responsibility to rebuild their own country. European people, so better keep Europe for Europeans. But meantime, take these refugees and help maximum way. And the aim is to rebuild their own area, their own country. I feel that.
Some people say in the spirit of immigration, saying something like Europe for Europeans isn't a welcoming statement to make in this current era, where there's so many, 70 million people displaced at the moment in the world.
Now, refugee problem, really sad thing. Many people leave their own country, and most of these poor people now in the Middle East. Really very sad. And Yemen, and Syria, Afghanistan. I think we human beings, I think a lot of suffering, essentially our own creation.
And if these people from Afghanistan or the Middle East want to stay in Europe, shouldn't they be allowed to?
Limited number, okay. But the whole Europe eventually become Muslim country, impossible. Or African country, also impossible.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there? I mean, you're a refugee yourself.
They themselves, I think, better to their own land, climatically. Much better. Europe too cold.
My parents moved from India to the UK. That's now their home. That's okay too, isn't it? If Indians or anyone else wants to live in Europe?
I think England, the small island, 90% become Indian. Then I don't know.
Your Holiness, a lot of people blame politicians for these divisions. Do you?
We can't blame the individual politicians. They also come from a society. Talks only material value and power, money. So these individuals come from that kind of society, and we can't blame. These individuals cannot change. Even the United Nations cannot change. So basic education system should think more seriously how to educate people more, more complete form, material value and human value. As one person totally committed promotion of religious harmony. So we must respect different religious tradition. We should make distinction. Faith and respect. Faith, your own tradition. I'm Buddhist. My faith towards Buddhism. But I equally respect all these major religious traditions.